Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to win the World Quest, Battle Pet World Quest against Creakclank in the island of Mechagon. So this is like most of the pets here. It's a mechanical pet, and this one's all about pure damage basically because he's going to repair himself. Ideally, you want to kill him before he gets a repair off. Otherwise, that obviously puts you behind as the fight continues. So you want to do as much damage as possible early on to where you can kill him. So I'll tell you the pets I'm using and everything, but in these I like to explain more how to do it because a lot of people don't have the pets that the person suggesting might say to use. So I'm using Ball, which is a very rare pet. I have a guide on how to get Ball if you are interested. It's a very good for pretty much all occasions. I'm using Icky, which is a very common bird pet. And then I'm also going to be using the Voodoo figurine, which if you did archaeology when it was new, you probably have. If you started the game later on than that, you might not have gone back and done that archaeology. But by no means is this a combination that you have to use. In fact, I would say you don't even want to use this combination because he's going to get a heal off in this combination. I just happen to have enough firepower to beat him. So basically, you're gonna have a few rounds. You're gonna be able to hurt him for a decent amount before he starts to cast Repair. There's a normal mechanical move that they have, and he's gonna cast Repair, and he's going to basically shoot back up to full health for all intents and purposes. You can there's multiple ways you can deal with this. You could use 3 pets that have, or at least 2 pets that have a Mortal Strike to reduce the healing, so that way he never heals up all the way. Or you could just go with the pure damage route. If you're going to go with the pure damage route, what I suggest doing is your first pet, if possible, in an ideal world, you would want your first pet to die in 2 rounds, okay? So I have a pet called Little Siege Tower. You can buy it, I think, like Champions of Azeroth, a rep or something like that. It has just a regular ability that's decently strong for its number 2 ability, and then it has an explode, so it self-destructs and does pretty good amount of damage. So if you could use your number 2 ability, now there is a chance that will stun the target, which in that case you would need to use another ability to buy some time, or you don't have to, but you could, and then you would want to then explode on the target. And then if you're doing this method, you would want a pet like Icky. So it's a very common bird pet. You can look it up in your dungeon journal. I think it's IKKY or IKY. It's a bird. It's just very common. And what he does is he has a Black Claw ability, increases the damage by each attack made, and then he has an ability called Flock, which hits it multiple times. So each ability, and then it increases the damage by 2. So it's basically times 2 plus 136. So it's doing a ton of damage. So that's why people use it to do a lot of damage. So if you want to do that, you want to do max damage that you can in 2 moves. Preferably have your pet die because you don't want to just swap because you're going to swap into taking a lot of damage on your Icky or whatever you use there. You want to die in 2 moves preferably, and then come in with something with big firepower like an Icky does. And just obliterate it from there before it gets a heal off. That's the best way to do it. Other than that, like I said, you could do Mortal Strikes, so reduces healing by 50%, and just 3 strong pets, and at least the second and third one having Mortal Strike. That would work as well. Other than that, you just want to have the firepower. Like I did it with this ragtag group that I used, and I just had enough firepower to complete it basically. And also, when you're whittling something down, sometimes it doesn't hurt to have undead or mechanical things that don't just die immediately. That can help as well. So, but you definitely need the firepower. I can't stress that enough. You do need the high damage hitters out there. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel if this helped you out at all. That helps me out a lot. And if you have any questions, you can comment. Other than that, everybody have a good one.